Hello, group. Welcome to Action Rock Corner. I'm your host, Richard May. Today, Anarchy on Abbey Road, a punk tribute to the Beatles. Great fun here. Great fun. A lot of your favorite punk bands. All your favorite Beatles songs. Now all of them. There's a lot of them. But Clearpatcher Records has done this before. Last year they and I reviewed it earlier this year, but last year they released this, Punk Me Up, a tribute to the Rolling Stones, with a lot of the same bands. And I understood doing a punk tribute to the Rolling Stones. The Beatles, to me, it's as anti-punk as you can get, other than Pink Floyd. You can name a couple other bands, I'm sure, a lot of prog bands, especially prog. But it works here. And of course, do we all love the Beatles? I'll at least love some of the Beatles. It's rock and roll. It's where a lot of things came from. So, who do we have here? D.I. doing Back in USSR to kick it off. Fear doing A Hard Day's Night. Skids doing Eleanor Rigby. JFA, the Jodie Foster Army. Ticket to Ride. Eater doing Something. There's another song that I saved. I saved D.I. doing Back in USSR. I also saved Peter and the Test Tube Babies. Why Don't We Do It in the Road? Is that like the first Sleaze song? This is where I'm going to have to take it back about the Beatles. What I just said about the Beatles. Yeah, Beatles has this squeaky clean image as opposed to the Stones. This pop image. Why don't we do it in the road? Well, you can interpret that as being sleaze if you take them literally. I guess you're not supposed to take the Beatles lyrics literally. But if you do, it's kind of sleaze. So that's the second song I saved for my YouTube music shuffle. D.I. Back in USSR, as I said, right? I also saved the Pink Fairies. See my Pink Fairies t-shirt? Pink Fairies doing Get Back. Pink Fairies is just only Paul Randolph right now. He does a good Get Back. Also, a touch of a reasonable sleaze and Get Back. It was about John Lennon leaving his first wife, right? California Grass, I don't think, is why JoJo left Arizona for. Leave out the GR, if you know what I mean. And I think some of you are catching on. Good for you. And the last song I had to save, Lemmy. Yeah. Lemmy's not really punk. There's some punk to Lemmy and Hawkwind and his former band and all. There's punks love Motorhead and Lemmy, as they should. Lemmy does Twist and Shout. Who he does it with is great. Scott Ian from Anthrax is on guitar. And Greg Bissonette, if I say it correctly, the drummer, we know him more for being with David Lee Roth, because he's on the first 3 David Lee Roth records, not the EP, but the full albums. Greg was there. Greg is now drumming with Ringo, which ties together a lot of this. Good drummer. Some female background vocals uncredited. Not cool. It's probably somewhere, but not on the credits for this. Okay. So who else do you have here? 999, I saw her standing there. The Careers Doing in My Life. One cool part. MTC does You've Got Trouble. And uncredited, they drop in the Bill Hicks joke about the Beatles being on drugs. The Beatles being so high on drugs, they let Ringo sing a few songs. That's Bill Hicks' line. Bill Hicks is underrated. Late, unfortunately, he died a number of years ago, but underrated stand-up comic. Look up some Bill Hicks material for stand-up. Smash Mouth. Okay, I'll take the Pink Fairies as proto-punk. They get Flaming Groovies here as proto-punk. Fine. Smash Mouth. Yeah, made the great Smash Mouth doing Love Me Do. Okay. Eddie and the Hot Rods doing Hum Down. The Members doing Day Tripper. And the aforementioned Flaming Groovies doing Revolution. And now I'll move to Revolution. Especially Paul McCartney saying, cool it with the Revolution talk. I think in 2025, I'm not going to go into it. We get revolutions happening. It's going to get weird. No, I'm saying. If it isn't already. So, lots of fun. 15 songs, 39 minutes. Here on YouTube. But you can't type in Anarchy on Abbey Road, at least at this moment. At this moment, you type in punk cover Beatles. It will take you to a section of punks covering Beatles songs. And there, in the album section, it will take you to this collection. Good collection. Thank you for Cleopatra Records for putting it out. I paid for it. I'm not on the freebie train yet. I'll give you your address if you want to send me stuff. I'll consider it. If I like it, give me a file, hey, I'm here. You know how much work I have to do to find bands for you guys? Jeez. Be amazed. So, good record. I recommend checking it out. It's punk, but at the same time it is faithful to the originals. So it's not a complete deconstruction of the Beatles originals, okay? But there is punk in there, so that's what you get. There's punk, but it's not totally tearing down the songs. So even if you think, I don't like punk, you're going to be disrespectful to John, Paul, and George and Ringo. No. They were just fine. Other than that Ringo joke. Okay? After all, Ringo's still with us. So, go check that out. I think you'll like it. If you like your Beatles, you like your punk, it's not mutually exclusive. Don't have to like both. You like Beatles, you can try this. It's a fresh take. If you like punk, old school punk, you'll like this. But yeah, you're going to get a fairly straight rendition of Beatles. So, if you like this video, give it a like. Let other people know about Anarchy on Abbey Road. Subscribe to the channel. Ring the notification bell. Leave a comment. Go listen on YouTube, but you have to put in, what did I say? Punk cover Beatles. That's what you type in. Then look through the album section. There might be some tracks on the song and the video sections, whatever. But on the album section, you will find this. And there you are. Then you can enjoy it for free. And of course, you can buy it from Cleopatra Records in your local record store. I'm sure it's on vinyl too. I get CDs, but 39 minutes, they got a vinyl version. So if you want to know about action rock bands and garage rock bands and classic and legacy, like Beatles tributes and whatnot, come back here to Action Rock Corner. Thank you for watching. Remember, fresh music is as important as fresh food. Have fun with your music, and we'll see you again soon. Thanks. Bye.